Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Jaya Radha Madhav Jaya Panchatata 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 Jaya Panchatata Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Acharya Ashtottara Shata Sri Srimad Advaita Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Jai ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय षड़ गोसाई प्रभुगण की जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय जगन्नाथ देव बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय गंगा माई जमुना माई की जय भक्ति देवी की जय तुलसी महारानी की जय मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय इस्कॉन गुरु वृंद की जय समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय विजयादशमी उत्सव की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशोतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतिशे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So we shall read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 10, Slok number 35. amunī bhagavad-rūpe mayā te hi anuvarṇite ubhe api na gṛhṇanti māyā-sṛṣṭe vipaḥ-citaḥ amunī bhagavad-rūpe mayā te anuvarṇite ubhe api na gṛhṇanti māyā-sṛṣṭe vipaḥ-citaḥ amunī bhagavad-rūpe mayā te hi anuvarṇite ubhe api na gṛhṇanti māyā-sṛṣṭe vipaḥ-citaḥ amunī bhagavad-rūpe mayā te hi anuvarṇite ubhe api na gṛhṇanti māyā-sṛṣṭe vipaḥ-citaḥ. Mataji's. Amunī, all these, Bhagavat, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Rūpe, in the forms. Maya, by me. Te, unto you. He, certainly. Anuvarṇite, described respectively. Ubhe, both. Api, also. Na, never. Gṛhṇanti, accepts. Maya, external. Sṛṣṭe, being so manifested. vipaścitaḥ, the learned, one who knows. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Neither of the above forms of the Lord, as just described unto you from the material angle of vision, is accepted by the pure devotees of the Lord who know Him well. Please repeat. Neither of the above forms of the Lord, as just described unto you from the material angle of vision, is accepted by the pure devotees of the Lord who knows Him well. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The impersonalists think of the Absolute Personality of Godhead in two different ways, as above mentioned. On the one hand, they worship the Lord in His viśva-rūpa, or all-pervading universal form. And on the other hand, they think of the Lord's unmanifested, indescribable, suitable form. So as we know that viśva-rūpa, the hills and mountains are the bones of the Lord's body, rivers are the veins, and the trees and plants, they are the hairs of the body of the Lord. So this kind of description we found. So that is one way of understanding the Lord, that He is so big. But and another way is the monists who think Brahma. They want to merge in Brahma, they want to become God. Merge with the Lord, then automatically I become also Lord. So this is their intention. So it's not very appreciable. Suppose someone wants to become God. God is already there on His throne. And you want to become Him. That means you want to take over His throne, right? So are you a friend or devotee? Not at all. You're an enemy, isn't it? But they think this is the goal, to become God. Actually, those who have no idea about God, they want to become God. And those who have got some idea about what is God, they will never think of this. The theories of pantheism and monism are respectively applicable to these two conceptions of the Supreme as gross and subtle. But both of them are rejected by the learned pure devotees of the Lord because they are aware of the factual position. Just like in the Mahabharata, it is described that at the end, Pandavas are going to heaven, right? Through Himalayas. And those who have gone to Badrinath, probably you have seen that there is a samadhi of Draupadi Devi. Draupadi Devi fell down and died. So her samadhi is made there. And also there is Bhimshila, that there was a river on the way, could not cross. So then Bhimsen, hit one of the tops of the hills and broke a big chunk of stone and brought it and put it over the river. It is still there, even today. You can go over the hill, that rock, Bhimshila. So in that way it is described, different of the Pandavas were fell down and died. And only Yudhishthira Maharaj possibly went to heaven. But this idea is not enough for the devotees. Devotees know that the Pandavas are eternal associates of the Lord. And wherever the Lord goes, they also go. And they perform their pastimes. Just like in Calcutta we have got drama party, big drama parties. They make booking, today this place, next day this place, next day other place. And somewhere the pandal is being erected, somewhere function is going on, somewhere pandal is dismantled. Like that, the Lord's pastimes go on at different planets accordingly. So similarly, these players with the Lord's party, they are also going, not that someone died so finish and someone ran away so he is no trace for him. Not like that. They act in that way that it looks like someone is king, someone is beggar, someone is powerful. In that way, this is pastime of the Lord. So the devotees don't accept that Mahabharata idea that they had to go astray like that. So because they were aware of factual position, the devotees, the impersonalists, they some portion of the Lord's aspects, not full. And the yogis who they worship Paramatma, they know little more than that. But the devotees know in full. So the devotees know all the aspects. They know the impersonal side, they know the yogic side, as well as the Supreme Lord himself, his pastimes, his entourage, his abode, everything. So in that way, a devotee knows the Lord incomplete. For him, nothing is unknown. Just like Prabhupada used to say, we can tell you the name of the father's Lord, Lord's father, Lord's mother, his lover, his friends. Even we can tell you his phone number also. So, like that, the devotees know the Lord very well. So, they are not fooled by impersonalists or yogis. This is very clearly mentioned in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad-gītā, which records Arjuna's experience of the viśva-rūpa of the Supreme Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa. Adrishta purvam rishitosmi drishta bhayena cha prabhasitam mano me tadeva me darshaya deva-rūpam Prasida devesha jagannivasa. Drishta adrishta purvam, which was never seen before. Adrishta purvam, drishtosmi drishta. Seeing this, I am totally stuttered. Bhayana cha prabhatitam manome. My mind is totally disturbed by fear. Tadeva me darshaya deva rupam. O Lord, please show me that form. Prasida devesha jagannivasa. O Jagannivasa, O shelter of the creation. Devesha means the Lord of the demigods. Please be pacified. So Arjuna was afraid by seeing. Arjuna, as pure devotee of the Lord, never previously saw the contemplated universal form of the Lord, viśva-rūpa. But when he did see it, his curiosities were satisfied, but he was not happy to see such form of the Lord because his attachment as pure devotee. He was afraid to see gigantic form of the Lord. Generally, the Lord is not just a sweet one, isn't it? The Lord is not just sweet one that he smiles with everyone and this and that. No. When necessary, he can be most merciless. Right? If necessary, he can become most merciless. Just like when the dissolution takes place, what happens? That time also, those who die, they find difficulty. But no excuse. No excuse. Finish. The Lord can smash everything. So in that way, the Lord is not just a child of Braj. He is this all-powerful, supremely powerful personality of Godhead, and by his little direction, everything takes place. Little wish, little will, he can destroy everything. So it's not like the present day, our West Bengal administration. The Chief Minister says, Didi ke bolo. You tell to Didi. Because other people do not listen to the prayer of the public. They don't care. Irresponsible. So the Chief Minister has to say, you call me directly. Then again this is Sarashari Mukhyamantri. Directly Chief Minister. That means the dependents are not reliable. They don't work. That's why they are saying, call directly the Chief Minister. But the Lord's administration is not like that. The Lord's assistants are so faithful, so reliable, so loyal that the Lord does not need to even say such things. They themselves are so responsible. In that way, the Lord's arrangements are very, very high class. He's very high class. He doesn't have to break his head to all these nitty-gritty things. He's Anandamaya Bhasat. He's doing Ananda. That's all. And that is enough to maintain the whole creation. He therefore prayed to the Lord to assume his four-headed Narayan or Krishna form, which alone could please Arjuna. Unfortunately, undoubtedly, the Lord has the supreme potency to exhibit himself in multifarious forms, but the pure devotees of the Lord are interested in his forms as eternally exhibited in the abode of the Lord, known as Tripad Vibhuti or Kingdom of God. So, the devotees have idea about Vaikuntha Lok, about the vast Vaikuntha Lok, which is eternal, and then the supreme Vaikuntha, Golok Vrindavan, where the Lord is eternally happy with his entourage. The Lord is Tripad Vibhuti. The Lord in the Tripad Vibhuti abode exhibits himself in two forms, either with four hands or with two hands. The viśva-rūpa exhibited in the material manifestation has unlimited hands and unlimited dimensions, with everything unlimited. Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad. Right? Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, 1,000 heads of the Lord. Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahasraksha, thousands of eyes, thousands of legs, unlimited legs. The pure devotees of the Lord worship him in his Vaikuntha forms as Narayan or Krishna. Sometimes the same Vaikuntha forms of the Lord are in the material world also by his grace as Sri Ram, Śrī Kṛṣṇa, Sri Nrsimhadev, etc. And thus the pure devotees also worship them. Usually the features shown in this material world have no existence in the Vaikuntha planets, and thus they are not accepted by the pure devotees. So the vipaḥ-citaḥ is shown on certain time only, and after showing it is finished. This is not existing all the time. What to speak of in the Vaikuntha, not even in the material world. So that is very temporary manifestation of the Lord. What the pure devotees worship from the very beginning are eternal forms of the Lord, existing in Vaikuntha planets. The non-devotees, impersonalists, imagine the material forms of the Lord, and ultimately they merge in the impersonal Brahma Jyoti of the Lord. Whereas the pure devotee of the Lord are worshippers of the Lord both in the beginning and also in the perfected stage of salvation eternally. The worship of the pure devotee never stops, whereas the worship of the impersonalist stops after his attainment of salvation. When he merges in the impersonal form of the Lord, known as Brahma Jyoti. Therefore, the pure devotee of the Lord are described here as vipaścitaḥ, or the learned who are in the knowledge of the Lord perfectly. So, here Prabhupada says that the impersonalists, they merge with the Brahma Jyoti. So, when they merge with the Brahma Jyoti, they have nothing to do. They just sit there quiet. There is some kind of ananda, brahmananda, but that is not enough because it is said that after going there is nothing to do. So the soul has got tendency of doing something all the time. Even the child does not remain quiet, right? They do something they will do. So the soul has the tendency of doing something. But here, the situation is keep quiet, nothing else. So they cannot sustain there. They come back. They come back, and then Prabhupada says that they open schools, hospitals, and do some charitable work, etc. This is the final situation of the Mayavadis. Whereas the devotees, they serve here and they serve there also. The means and goal of the devotees are same. We serve the Lord here and we serve the Lord there also when we go there. So, this way, if we can get trained nicely here, then we can quickly go and be there. So this is our training ground. Training is going on. And now who is getting how much training, that is a question. The devotees who will be most sincere, they will be going quick. So anyway, today is also Vijayadashami. Vijayadashami is in Hindi, it's called Dasera. Dasera has got two aspects. One is Goddess Durga. This Durga Puja is a very big occasion, especially in Bengal. And nowadays in other states also I find they also celebrate. And nowadays even some other countries also. In other countries also they are doing this Durga Puja. So in the states like Gujarat, they have 9 days program, Navaratri. All 9 days, whole night they dance with, stick dance. In that way, Durga Puja starts right from the Pratipat day. But here is something less, starts from Shashti or Saptami. So in that way, 4 days celebration. So it is said that at different times, different kalpas, in different ways, different pastimes took place. Once it is said that when Pralaya was there, at that time the Lord was sleeping in his yoga nidra, and there were 2 demons, Madhu Kaitav. They were stealing Vedas. So then the Lord was to wake up. So then someone tried to wake him up. And then that Yoga Nidra Devi, she took the form of this Durga Devi. And another time is, there was a demon called buffalo demon. Mahishasur. So this Mahishasur got boon from Brahmaji, and he became too powerful. And then he took over heavenly planets, threw away Indra. And in that way he was very, very powerful. No one can control him. But his boon did not mention about any women. He does not care for anyone. What to speak of women? So the Lord and the demigods took opportunity. We have to make a form of women, and then he can be subdued. So then all the demigods, they together made up this form of Durga. Different demigods, they gave different weapons, and in that way, Devi Durga then fought with Mahishasur a long time. And then finally, on this day, victory took place. So in that way, different pastimes are there. In one sense, as the Lord says, Samabhami yuge yuge, I descend every millennium. So similarly, when the difficulties are there, he takes different forms. So here is a women form. So that is in one way an incarnation of the Lord, you can say. So in that way, today is the victory day. And another aspect is the pastimes of Lord Ramchandra. Lord Ramchandra was to win over Ravana. So then he was at the south end of India, and there he worshipped Lord Shiva. He became known as Rameshwar. Lord Shiva became Rameshwar, Lord of Ramchandra. Of course, the Lord is Lord, but he performs such pastimes. Then he is Marjada Purushottam. He gives Marjada, dignity to others. So he gave dignity to the ocean. He gave dignity to Lord Shiva. He gave dignity to Goddess Durga also. So in that way, finally, Goddess was pleased, and the battle took place. Ravana was killed on this day. So at different places, burning Ravana is a big occasion, especially in the evening. They make a big, huge Ravana out of some hay or something, and they put a lot of crackers in that body. And they put fire at one end, and all the way it goes on cracking. It's a big thing. In that way, burning Ravana takes place today. So in that way, today Ravana is killed, and then by next Amavasya, yeah, by Amavasya, next Amavasya, there will be Deepavali, and the residents of Ajodhya will have celebration that the Lord is coming back. Hare Krishna. Any comments, question? Yes, Prabhu.
So today is the day that Lord Ramachandra was killed.
Who? What do you mean?
Ravana, sorry. Yeah, Ravana, right? Hey, we all know.
Yeah, the great devotee Ravana was killed today. Because when we remember about pastimes of Lord Rama, immediately we have to remember Ravana also. Like we pray, Dolita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhringam. We remember Hiranyakashipu also, right? So, they are also great devotees. Jai Vijay. So, Ravana was killed today. And of course, it is the sweet pastime of the Lord to have some wrestling with his devotees. The Lord decides to do some wrestling with someone. But who will do that? Then he empowers some devotees to do like that. That's how Lord Ravana was there, Hiranyakashipu was there, all these things. Is the devotees of the Lord, that they too give pleasure to the Lord. Apparently it looks like with great difficulty Ravanas get killed. No, it is pastime. Okay?
Prabhuji, what does Brahma Jyoti mean?
Oh, Brahma Jyoti means just like we get rays from the sun, right? Sun rays we find, sun gives light, heat, right? So, from where this light and heat comes? How? From where the sun gets power to give so much heat and light? It is said that to create that light and heat of the sun planet, if we burn all the inflammable things of the earth planet, it will be good for 6 hours of the sun planet. That means in 24 hours, 4 of the planets like Earth planet will be finished. But these sun rays are coming from time immemorial, right? So, from where this fuel is coming? So, we come to know from the Shastra that the Lord Krishna is effulgent. His body emanates effulgence. He is not like us. His effulgent body. And that effulgence is called Brahma Jyoti. That effulgence is spread out far away. And this Brahma Jyoti is the place of Vaikuṇṭhas. Vaikuṇṭhas are in the Brahma Jyoti. And those who try to understand the Lord as impersonal Brahma, they get their eyes burnt. Just like if someone tries to look at the sun at noon time, when the sun is glowing, if they look at the sun, what happens? His eyes will become disturbed, right? Similarly, those who try to see the Lord in his Brahma Jyoti form, their eyes get disturbed and they cannot see the Lord at all. They see only a light is coming, but who is behind the light, they cannot understand. So the Lord is effulgent, and that effulgence is Brahma Jyoti. Okay? Two.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Here this māyā-sṛṣṭe vipaścitaḥ word is there. So, ubhe api na gṛhṇanti, 2 types of forms which those who are learned, they won't accept. One is viśva-rūpa, another is impersonal Brahma Jyoti. Is it?
Yeah, those impersonal Brahma Jyoti and this viśva-rūpa, these are māyā-sṛṣṭe, created by Maya.
But how we can say Brahma Jyoti is created by Maya?
Not Brahma Jyoti. In one way, for the devotees, merging into Brahma Jyoti is Maya. Right? Kaivalyak narakayate. It is said, this merging in the Brahma Jyoti is hellish. Narakayate. Kaivalyak narakayate, Tudaspura, Akash Pushpayate. So, in that way, Kaivalyak narakayate. Kaivalya means merging in the Brahma Jyoti. And this narakayate is as good as hell for the devotees. So why not? It is material. They consider it as not acceptable. At least going to Brahma Jyoti and remaining there is not accepted by the devotees. And viśva-rūpa is totally temporary and not available. Sometimes the Lord manifests it, but it's temporary. Ha, Prabhu?
What happens to the super soul when the body is slain?
What happens?
What happens to the super soul when body is slain?
When body is slain. When body is finished, super soul goes with the soul to the next body, to the next destination. The super soul is always accompanying the soul as Paramatma. He is there as a witness and waits for when this poor soul will look back at him. So that's how Paramatma is always accompanies the soul.
But we know that soul goes to according to its karma to hell or heaven. So what happens at that time?
Then also the super soul remains there. Super soul is always with the soul. Okay? Oh, Mataji is also. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Why Lord is creating the illusion, Prabhu? Is there any purpose or is why Lord is creating the illusion, Prabhu? Maya. Why is Lord creating illusion? Because if the illusion is not there, everybody can devotees know. That's why I'm asking.
Why the government creates jail? Why the government creates jail? Jail is necessary, right? That's why Maya is created. Maya is created to befool the fools and punish the fools. Fools like us, we get rectification here. So for rectification, it's necessary. Okay?
Thank you, Prabhu, for today's class. As you mentioned today, Vijayadashmi, killing of Ravan by Lord Ram. Lord came and we celebrate this as victory of good over evil.
Right.
Similarly, Krishna came, killed so many demons. But in this age, the Lord doesn't come to kill the demons. And how do we understand that He is destroying evil Because apparently in Kali Yuga we see so much evil is proliferating, so much corruption, so much nepotism, so much horrors of Kali Yuga manifesting before our eyes. Can see wars happening, people in so much distress. So how can we understand what is the plan of the Lord?
It is an indirect action of the Lord. It is the indirect action of the Lord. He is not coming personally, but indirectly he is doing this to destroy the demons. So, behind this, the hands of the Lord is there. So it doesn't happen just like that without cause. The cause is there, the Lord is there, and that's how this kind of warfare also takes place. Because people are too corrupted. And for them, as Prabhupada says, that the result of cow killing is that there will be warfare, and young people will die out of that. Right? So it is indirectly the Lord is behind this. And another thing is that I heard in the Quran it is said that by the 1500th year the Islamics will be totally finished.
Could you repeat that, please?
Could
you please repeat that?
The Islamic people will be totally finished. According to Quran, the duration of the Islamic people are only 1500 years. So now is 1430 like that is going on. In another 70 years, it's going to be abolished. It's going to be abolished.
So is this a cleansing process for the
yes.
golden age to come?
Right.
Okay, thank you.
And the Lord does not do it directly. He has got so many ways of acting. So he is doing it indirectly. Okay, Haribol. Thank you. समवेत भक्तवृंद की